Yeah, I was like, can I change my appointment to 4? He's like, damn it, Rockstar.
I've got 2 interviews. And tomorrow I'm in the studio all day.
I never wanted to grow up, I'm glad I did. Looking back, I was actually the wackest kid. I was bad at everything and I had no friends. So much has changed, or perhaps it didn't. Okay, I'll redact the first half of this before I accidentally mention that I'm sad as shit. I'll cast it in a different light, a retroactive twist. Yo, this'll be the only track that has an asterisk, I swear. Now I know I never prepared. It's coming back.
And let's have some fun.
I like fun.
I love fun.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, we just roll right into it. There's no intros here, man. My name is Juan. Guys, welcome to the Swan Time. Today, I am honored to have on Snailmate.
Yeah.
We're honored to be here.
Yeah, we absolutely are.
Especially at this coffee place.
Yes. Heck yeah. Guys, introduce yourselves. What do you like to be called?
I'm Kalen. Kalen Lander.
Yeah.
My pronouns are he, him. And I am the synth player and lead vocalist of Snailmate.
Yes.
I'm Bentley, but I usually just go by Titty Graveyard. And I am the drummer and the screamer of Snailmate. And that was
You play kazoo.
I play
also.
kazoo and triangle.
Yeah.
And a couple other, except for our last show, some other guy took over the triangle part.
Oh, did he? A guest appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some random kid just started playing the triangle. I was like, go for it.
Bentley was playing it, and he was like, put his arms out. He's like, give it to me.
Like, here you go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Where was that at?
Prescott. We played at the Den.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I saw that because we were just there, I think, the same night. We played at the Attic.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was, Saturday?
Friday.
We played Friday.
Oh, okay. No, we're in
Yeah.
downtown. So, which leads me, again, how I met you guys was I went to go see the band I'm currently in now, but I went to go see them play, Metropolis Man.
Yo.
And Alex says hi.
Oh, sweet.
Heck yeah.
Hello. Do a
And,
creepy wave.
I see him all the time at the Rebel Lounge.
Yes, yeah. We're supposed to have something there soon as well. I would love to play that joint. I know you guys have played it multiple times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sweet. But yeah, I saw them, and then you guys came in and just fucking blew my mind. Like, I immediately after you guys' set, I took all my cash, walked over to Bentley, was like, "Here you go, give me stuff."
Hell yeah.
And I rocked your shirt, tons of times. I wore it the other day, Friday. I wore it to go see Snarky Puppy.
Oh,
so I thought that
sweet.
would be cool.
Thank you.
But
Awesome.
I love what you said as far as because people always ask like, what are they? Like what? Like kind of like how do I describe? So I've been saying nerd rap synth core, screamo synth core,
That
something
works.
like that.
What does our
Totally.
Instagram say right now?
I don't know.
I see the Instagram probably says like synth punk, hip hop, grindcore, pop. What's it say?
It says synth punk, grindcore, pop, nerd rap. Currently,
Yes,
but we
okay.
change it. We have an existential thing about we don't know, so we change it all the time.
Yeah, because that you don't want to be generalized and put in a box in a sense. You want to just be free to do whatever you want. But it's like to try and get people on board. A lot of us can be super basic, where it's like, well, give me what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally tell people, I was like, you're not. Even when I show them like your recorded music, it does not do the live show justice.
No, thanks.
Yeah,
You guys bring in energy.
Thank you. Yeah, I started seeing grindcore pop recently, but
Which makes
we had
sense.
to submit something to Spotify the other day, and they gave us 3 genres to choose from, or we had to choose 3 genres. And they had more options than a lot of these things we submit to. Sometimes, like the best thing we can fit in is hip hop, and it's just like, well, we're a lot, and then hip hop heads hear us, and they're like, they're screaming at me. This isn't hip hop.
Yeah.
So we were able to find a few more genres, and I think I ended up picking hyper pop and new metal and something else. Oh, indie punk.
Oh, so
yeah.
they were able to allow you to pick like 3,
and they had a lot more genres to choose from, but still like
It was still hard.
yeah, like
how long did that decision take you?
It's always
long.
it's always like a 10-minute deliberation. We have to like have an existential crisis, and it's like, what do we even play? What do we even sound like, man? and
Yeah.
it's always an ordeal.
Yeah, because you don't want it ever to be like, well, I'm making a new track, but fuck, what is it going to be labeled as? No, you just want to be free to create.
Right, and
Yeah.
like when we really lean into like the metal and we're screaming a whole lot, like we're still rapping, and when we're rapping a whole lot, like we're still screaming and like doing time changes. So like we've been too hip hop for a lot of rock crowds, and we've been way too rock for a lot of hip hop crowds, and so it's always hard to like figure out exactly what we're doing, and we don't want to do the same thing every song either.
That's true.
Yeah, and all of our songs, we don't like plan any of them. They literally just like get spit out of us. So like it's not like any of it's like planned, and like we don't want to be at the point where we have to like plan what a song's gonna sound like. It just
Yeah.
like is literally like thrown up. So yeah,
Or it's like a gift from the ether. It's like let it just flow through me.
yes, I guess so.
Right.
Yeah, for better or for worse, but
We'll have our own genre one day.
Man.
snail pop.
Snail pop.
snail
Oh yeah,
pop,
you like the
okay.
pop, huh?
I don't think we're poppy.
Yeah, well, I mean, does pop
Sarcastically.
literally always need to be like for quote unquote popular? Is that what it always
I
needs
just
to be?
I just
Right.
picture it like being like catchy, like
Yes.
like pop. When I think
see
of
it as
pop, I
catchy.
think of like a pop in a bubble, like a bubble gum. So it's just like it's like sweet and it's kind of like candy, and it just pops in your ear.
Until
Yeah.
you said that, I forgot that that's even used for popular. I always thought it was like catchy, but that is the reason it was
The
made.
shortened version.
Pop,
Exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
popular. That's true.
And that's why
Wow.
I mean that there is literally, there's a blueprint on how to make, I guess, a poppy song. And if your end goal is to just profit and make money, like it's kind of out there for you to do it.
Right.
But it's like, do you do that, or are you gonna stay kind of true to yourself? And what if you do like that? Then it's like people always think you're selling out. But it's like, no, I really like to make this music.
No,
And
exactly.
yeah, and it's become a sound. So you can be the most obscure motherfucker in the world that no one's ever heard of, but you can still make pop music, which at that point it doesn't stand for popular, it just stands for something catchy. Just like how
Yes.
independent was shortened to indie,
But then
and
indie became its own
indie
sound.
became a sound because now there's huge record label backed bands who have an indie sound, but there's nothing independent about them. And then you can make
true.
indie pop, which is basically an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Independent popular music, that doesn't make any sense.
And we love that. We love
Yeah,
oxymorons.
Absolutely.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite oxymoron? Is it indie pop?
The only one that
You're on
comes
the
to,
spot.
I know the only one that comes to mind is like jumbo shrimp. That's a
I've
is a good
never,
one.
I've never thought of that. It is an oxymoron.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
shit.
some good ones out there, but I can't think of
Wait,
any
I
off the
guess
top
what
of my
came
head.
first? Did shrimp come first to describe this animal, or was this animal already named as shrimp, and now we're using shrimp to define something?
I think shrimp
Ooh.
it probably became an adjective based on how shrimp are small.
Yeah,
That would make
They're
sense.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's no proof.
There is none.
We
Well,
could probably look it up.
We're not
but-
going to Google anything. We're just going to talk out of our asses all day here today.
What came first? Yeah, the chicken or the egg? The shrimp or the shrimp?
Fish are friends, not
Shrimp.
food. That's all that
awesome.
matters.
I had to put my mug out. I was. You guys have stuff to put out because you guys are merch
It's a
masters.
nice mug.
You guys are
If it
merch
wasn't so
kings.
windy, I would do a sticker spread.
Yes,
You
I
know?
was going to suggest that, but then it is a little breezy. You got the fans out, which is nice. It's beautiful to actually be out. Your hair is
yeah.
going to be fucking glowing on the video. It's going to be
Sweet.
good.
I was gonna bleach it last night, but I ran out of time. It would have even been glowing more.
Wow, it might have been too much.
I know, right?
You don't want to have to put my sunglasses on.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, we had merch. I mailed out a bunch of merch this morning, and then we just did a radio interview with Danny from KWSS, and I gave her the last of
sweet.
the merch in our car.
I should have put a bottle of hot sauce on the table. That's what I
dang.
should have done.
Well, yeah, the hot sauce. Where did that come from?
It came from our insatiable lust and love for hot sauce. When we're touring, we discovered very early on in our relationship that we both love spicy food and we love hot sauce. So when we've been touring around the country, we find like the good shit in
Yeah.
town. You know, we roll into I just did a review the other day of a hot sauce from Tulsa. We rolled into Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're like, we need to get some bomb ass like vegan, local
Where
vegan
is
food.
it?
So we hit the vegan spot, and then our spidey sense goes off, and we see the local co-op down the block, and we go,
Yeah.
I bet you those motherfuckers got some hot sauce. So we go there, and we get the good shit, and it's from, it's bottled around the corner. And then, so we do that everywhere when we have the time. And then once the pandemic hit, we're sitting on 100 bottles of hot sauce or more in our fridge.
I think we had 200 at the beginning of the
Get
pandemic.
outta
Yeah,
here.
so we have all this shit, and we're like, what do we do with this? We're
monsters.
We're going crazy. We don't have any shows to play. We can't go on fucking tour. So we're like, what are we gonna do? We have this hot sauce. Let's start an Instagram and start reviewing it.
Nice.
It coincided at the time with this song that I wrote for I wrote for us for our my friend Coolsy's album called Hot Sauce for Blood. So we're like, we'll just call it Hot Sauce for Blood, is this idea I had kicking around. So we started reviewing hot sauces, and then that kind of got us ingrained with the hot sauce community, which is this super awesome, thriving community, which exploded during the pandemic because a lot of people lost their jobs, and they're like, what am I going to do with my life? I've always wanted to make hot sauce. Well, now I have the time to do it. So the hot sauce industry exploded. Hot ones started becoming super popular. It was just an iron that was hot, and we're like, well, we fucking love this. So we started reviewing them. People started sending us hot sauces. We started talking to hot sauce makers who are just some of the coolest, most passionate people in the world.
Passion.
We
Yeah,
got
it's
linked
amazing.
up with...
It's in their nature. They're spicy, right? So it's passion, it's fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just like an independent band. You're putting this hot sauce out there that is an
creation.
extension of your personality and the things that you love, and it's a risk. You're putting it out there, you're trying to sell it. You might not sell any, just like you might not sell any records. So like it's this thing that people are going out on a limb and creating art, basically, in the form of yummy hot sauce. So then we linked up with Zach from High Desert Sauce Company in Tucson. He reached out to us and said he wanted to make a Snailmate hot sauce. And
Yeah, we reviewed like 6 of his hot sauces, and he was like, "Oh, I love your reviews." And he's like, "Can I make you one?" And then we're like crying.
it was a dream come true. We kind of told him what kind of vibe we were going for, and he made some prototypes, sent them to us, and then it was one of the best things we'd ever tasted. We went to Tucson, helped him bottle it, and
Yeah, we bottled it, labeled it. We did the little security tag things on it, everything, and now we're on like the 5th batch or something.
yeah,
We just keep it
Wow.
coming.
Our
Yeah.
first batch we sold out of in 48 hours. We got an award from Phoenix Magazine for the hot sauce.
Yeah, they sent
and,
us a plaque.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the wall. And our love of hot sauce really, is what kicked it off. And so like when we were offered this hot sauce, it was a dream come true. I've seen some bands with hot sauce, and I start talking to them about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, my buddy made it." And there's
no
that-
connection. There's deeper connection.
Yeah.
And it's like in our blood.
I have a hot sauce face tattoo,
I see it.
and I
Yeah.
have a chili neck tattoo.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm all about the.
It's literally
All about it.
in our blood.
Yeah.
So
That was the hardest thing. We toured Japan, and I think the hardest thing about being in Japan is there wasn't really hot sauce.
they had Tabasco, so we were good there, but
This is a Tabasco tattoo. I love Tabasco. I've been to the factory, but yeah, in Japan it was interesting. There was I think we only found like 3 the whole time we were there. Mm-hmm. So that was rough.
Well, that's interesting because isn't wasabi essentially like pretty spicy? Like, is that a horseradish style?
it's like a horseradish style.
Yeah, it's a different root, but same family.
It burns in your sinuses, it's a different, and it's very mercenary there. It's part of certain foods. It's not like people are obsessed with it and putting it on everything.
That's true, that's
like
true.
the hot sauce culture is.
Yeah, a couple bands did buy us some though, so that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as far as like hot sauce, it was weird. Like I thought it was weird that like a Louisiana hot sauce was the most popular over
Tabasco
there.
was
It was
there, though.
everywhere, which is cool because then we brought a bunch home it was all in Japanese and stuff. So that was like
too
really
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just strange that they didn't like have very much there because here. Every day we fill up the more merch we sell, the more room we have for hot sauce. We just start filling the bins with hot sauce.
Yeah,
It makes room.
we're on
Yeah.
tour. We love seeking it out.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
amazing.
How long were you guys in Japan for? Because you have a live in Japan album, right? I think
Yeah.
I have that one.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, we have that. We were there for a little under 3 weeks. We did a bunch of shows in Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto and Fukui and Niigata.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. We want to go back. We're going to go back in 2020 and then everything
that market
fell
is
apart,
just
but-
like for like underground music in general. Like I've always heard good things about them and Germany.
Yes, Germany was amazing.
Germany was also amazing.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
I get chills just thinking about it. But my friends' experiences there, because I've never been, but just like listening and hearing about their stories and just how passionate it seems like. I've always had that in my head that Japan and Germany, for underground shit, like that's where it's at.
Yeah, Germany was amazing too, and like they have a bunch of like huge buildings that were empty, and you're allowed to like squat them legally, and then you can turn it into like a venue or an art space as long as you're like doing good for the community. The government ends up paying you to keep it open.
What?
Yeah, so you can find a building and take it over and like make a huge music venue.
Yeah,
Like, it
instead
was
of just
so
sitting
cool.
there hoping that somebody buys it so you can make a profit, it's like in the meantime, fucking, if you're doing good for the community.
Yeah, they like literally will pay for you to have your water on and everything. So
shit.
Yeah,
it
we
was-
played some really interesting. From the outside, it's like this looks abandoned, and you go in and there's recording spaces and band rehearsal studios and the stage and like
a
like
bar area, restaurant. Like,
yeah, it's amazing.
yeah, it was awesome.
Damn.
Yeah,
And-
Germany's the shit.
How long were you guys in Germany? No, when you do international stuff like that, do you try to do like at least like 2 weeks or something?
At least.
Yeah, that one was about 3 weeks as well. We did Germany, France, Belgium.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it was awesome.
So, when did Snailmate incorporate? I guess when did you guys become?
2015.
2015. I can't believe
Yeah.
it's been so long already.
I know. I can remember like our first band practices. Like literally our first. We started out practicing in an apartment we lived in together with like padded drums and like everything super padded.
Yeah.
And then we would put our mattress in front of the door.
You have to,
And-
because you bang the fuck out of your drums.
I know. Yeah.
I was just like, dude, that thing's just gonna go.
I know.
It
And
holds up.
we lived really close to the office, so like sure enough, dude from the office is knocking on our door like, hey, you guys can't be doing that in there.
Even though the lady next door, she was like, I love the piano you're doing and
Yeah.
stuff. And she was like this older lady. She
Yeah.
loved it.
The neighbors never complained, but yeah, the guy in the office, he didn't like us anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, we started in the apartment in 2015, and then in between there, we started practicing at Kaylin's parents' house during the day when they were at work, and then we were figuring out our whole thing. And we ended up going on a tour faster than we wanted to because I was in another band, and we were supposed to go on this tour, and they all didn't want to go because they started dating people and having kids or whatever, like whatever kind of stuff. None of them had.
None of them
that
have
was-
kids.
That was dramatic. None of them had kids. They all, in my head, they got married in my head.
Yeah.
Two of them.
That
One
is-
of them's married.
That's awesome
I don't
how
know.
that happened. I've had something
Yeah.
happen like that to me.
It was one of those things. Everyone was just like, we were doing things. So we went on this tour for a 420 festival in Denver and stuff.
It was
When-
like our third show.
Yeah, it was like our third show ever. We just like toured up there real quick. So
we were bad.
It was bad.
We
It
were
was
not
really-
a good band at that
It
point.
was really bad. But we went up there, made friends, and
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah, we realized
It
we
was-
liked doing it. Like I'd never gone on tour before. Bentley had, with his band before, and part of the reason they didn't want to go on this tour that we went on is because they didn't like touring, didn't suit them. They might have been a little high maintenance or this or that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
It's not for everybody.
it's not.
No, it's
and
not.
so then when we went out and we're like, we're gonna be sleeping in the band, at the time my Forerunner every night. It's gonna be cramped. It's not gonna be comfortable. I took to it. Bentley and I realized we were both really well suited for that kind of like just go lifestyle, and we decided that we wanted to do it forever.
Yeah, so that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody has it in their mind. Oh, we're going on tour. We're gonna be in a hotel.
Lot
We're
of
gonna be this. We're gonna be that. And it's like, nah, man.
A lot of people we meet go on tour once, and then they're like, I don't really like it. And
Yeah.
we were lucky that we both have the same mindset when
Yeah.
we're out there.
And you're gonna get
Yeah.
on each other's nerves. That's the thing. You're gonna get annoyed by
Oh,
the people
yeah.
you're in close quarters with. So it's like you better have like a deep respect or love for this individual, or
Yeah.
otherwise it can end real quick.
Yeah, and you've got to know how to argue and let that set aside if you have a show. Like
Yeah, we'll
we-
have some blowouts, but like we'll put it
Yeah.
aside for the performance.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
never let it affect like a show or anything ever. Like
Right.
that's a completely different thing.
Because that's like, as a parent, I'm like, if I have a disagreement with my ex-wife, it doesn't need to affect the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Your fans are your kids.
Absolutely.
Like you're like the parents here. It's like, all right, let's go perform for the kids. Let's
We're
give
on-
them a good show.
exactly. That's good.
And we're on
yeah.
the same page. We're not partying when we're on the road. It's very much a job. So we're not getting drunk, having to like fight when we're intoxicated, or taking care of one another. We're not out, trying to fuck groupies or anything like that. Like it's very much
the opposite of what you would think.
Yeah, people
Like a band
people
does.
think that the tour is a party, but if you treat it as a really fun job, like it can be a successful, lucrative thing that like you are actually like growing and building and becoming
Yeah.
closer to as people, and like
And then
it's just amazing.
Looking forward to the next one, where it's
Yeah.
like, yo, we came in, we handled our shit, we didn't fuck around,
Mhm.
and now we are that much more successful. and then that rolls right into the next one.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's awesome, and it's great because like we'll unless the car breaks or something, we come home with money, and then it goes right into the studio and right back into stuff instead of partying and this and that. And like no judgment if that's what you're doing, you can do whatever
Yeah.
you want with your money. But like
For sure.
people that like buy merch from us and stuff, it literally goes right back into the band, like all of it. It either goes into fixing the car or merch or studio time and mastering music videos. Like it all goes like right back in. So,
Music videos.
Yeah.
And we meet a lot of bands, you know, and after the show, you know, they'll have, you know, a few drinks, you know, 10 drinks after each show, and it
Which
becomes
is
like a party.
expensive.
And then they get a hotel room, and then they come home from tour, and they wonder why they didn't make any money.
Yeah.
It's like
and
drinking is expensive.
It is,
yeah.
yeah.
I work at a bar. I see people's tabs and I like shake, handing them their receipt. I'm like, how are they gonna pay? Like, I'm always like, oh my god, this is
Send
so
it off.
expensive. Yeah,
Right now,
Yeah,
right?
so we're on the same page, you know, when it comes to work, whether we're on tour or at home. You know, we're constantly doing band stuff, and that's our number one. That's our number one thing. Everything kind of comes after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Unfortunately,
to a fault.
yeah, relationships, family, all that stuff is like, well, I got to do some Snailmate shit first.
Yeah,
right?
I missed a cousin's wedding like 5 years ago. We weren't like super close, but I missed her wedding and now she won't
She
talk
still
to me.
hasn't spoken to you.
Still hasn't
Yeah.
talked to you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know, but
Is she still
like,
married though?
Yes, she's still
Okay,
married,
okay.
so that's good.
Maybe she'll talk to you when she's divorced.
Right, I know. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but we have a show in Omaha. Like I can't make it. Like I can't do it. Like and if I could have planned ahead, but like it was kind of a late invite anyways, so I'm like
Yeah.
I can't like cancel a show.
That's how I feel right
Yeah.
now because you know my nephew's gonna graduate from high school
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna be in San Diego like playing gigs and I'm just like I can't, you know.
Yeah, no, and he'll understand one day. Like
Yeah. Oh.
That's what we
Oh,
always
they'll
say.
be
Like, they'll
Yeah.
get it one
They'll
day.
get it.
They will.
When they're hitting us up for money, they'll, you know.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Come out. So what's a city you guys always look forward to going? You know, talking outside of here, of course, your hometown.
Ooh. Well, our hometown has treated us so well since like the pandemic has, or since we've opened up again. Like like all of our shows, like everybody has just been so cool and amazing, and
Yeah.
it's been awesome. But I really love Bismarck, North Dakota, Beaumont, Texas. Oh god,
Bozeman, Montana, all the bees.
Bozeman, Montana, Minneapolis. I would say those are my four.
Yeah.
Joliet, Illinois. Yeah.
Hey, so like, again, thinking about like the music that you guys make and the crowd that it would bring, I would never think, you know, the Dakotas or
Yeah.
Montana.
Yeah.
but they're
are-
deprived of
And
what you do.
that's the general mindset. It's like, why would you go to Minot, North Dakota? And it's because the people there, they want and need music just like fucking, you know, Austin, Texas or Seattle does.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of people who are skipping over it. So when we go there, they're grateful. They express their
Yeah.
gratitude. They're stoked. They're all kind, humble people.
So nice.
Like,
yeah.
and when we go in the summer, the weather is amazing. Like, everything about it is like, why would you not go there?
yeah, it's
you know.
amazing.
Yeah, you're leaving it on the table at that point.
Can you
That's the thing.
can you bleep the name of the city so other bands don't steal our ideas?
I know, right?
Just kidding.
It's like shouting out like a really good restaurant. And next time you go there, it's just packed. It's like,
Giant
ah,
line.
damn it.
I know.
It's not cool anymore.
I mean, good for you guys. You're being busy and all that. But
Right.
like, damn it, now I can't get
Yeah.
my reservation.
Yeah, I
Like-
could list off town. It's very rare there's only 2 towns we don't like. Everywhere else is amazing. So,
Ooh, 2 towns.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave that for another episode.
yeah.
I'll say 'em, I
We
don't
have
give a shit.
we have such a good time out there. Like every town has its like benefits and
yeah, and we didn't know how this last tour was going to be, you know, since lockdown and shit. Like, we had no idea. It's like, is this going to be a waste of our time? Are people still going to be, like, super hesitant to come out? And it was probably
It was
one of the best
nutso.
tours we've had.
I think it's hitting harder, right?
Yeah, it was
Everybody's been
amazing. It
deprived.
It was one
so-
of the best 3-week runs we've had, and people aren't taking it for granted. And it was,
Yeah,
Yeah, because you guys did
life
Texas.
affirming.
Yeah, we did Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Florida in
Oh,
3
shit.
weeks, and Oklahoma. Yeah,
Ah.
we got around.
Yeah, because you guys, that was the hot sauce story of Tulsa.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was this tour. We stopped and we got some in Oklahoma City too. We didn't play in Oklahoma City, but we stopped there and then we went to Tulsa and got some. And
So
Great
did
time.
you guys fuck around with the Hatch in New Mexico?
oh, you know it.
Yeah, one of our
Oh.
favorite hot sauce companies, Taos Hum, is from Taos, New Mexico. Like
Oh my God.
they do some good work in New Mexico.
That is amazing. But yeah, any chance we get to like go get some fresh hatch chilies and stuff, like here you can find it sometimes. It's not the same though. Like there you can get the fresh stuff.
Yeah, you're rolling down the street
Oh.
and you see them roasting them in these giant like roasters that they have to spin, and you just smell it,
Amazing.
and it's
One time we drove through Hatch on accident, which I don't know what route we were on because now we haven't done it, and I wish we drove through it again, but like we don't have time to go all the way. I don't know where we were going, but we drove through and every single house and building just had Hatch chilies on the roofs, just drying out and getting ready to.
It was so cool.
Oh, so amazing.
It's that
Yeah.
whole culture.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah. Everywhere has like, it's so interesting how everyone has their different types of hot sauces and stuff too, like depending where you are. It's just so much fun, like to see the difference.
Is it because what's the main hot sauces? I guess like they're vinegar based or are what, pepper based?
Usually,
like a pepper mash.
But vinegar is definitely pretty pervasive in most hot sauces, just to kind of stabilize it, and it really adds kind of
A lot of it's either I think vinegar, pepper mash, or fruit are the main ones.
Vinegar and pepper mash aren't mutually exclusive. Most things like Tabasco and stuff, it's all
It's
it is
both.
vinegar and a mash, which is like just fermented peppers and salt.
But there are a lot of hot sauces now that are kind of anti-vinegar because they want them, like some people just hate the taste of vinegar. Like it's so funny. Tabasco is like my number one, and like people are like, oh, I don't like it. It tastes like vinegar. I literally do not taste vinegar.
Yeah, I
when
remember
have
those little bottles as kids. You would just get those and just
Yeah,
slam them.
so
man.
good.
And when we're touring, there's two types of hot sauces. You know, there's the vinegar-based ones, the ones that we can pop open while we're on tour and then leave the bottle in the car. Like I've got a huge bottle of Tabasco in my van at all times. And then there's some other ones that, you know, it's not going to go bad.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if it's super pepper-based, a lot of fruit in it, and low on the vinegar, we can't open it until we get home because we have to refrigerate
wait.
it. So that we,
So you're just sitting there staring at it.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to fucking try that shit.
Yeah, sometimes you have to wait for
it's like-
months. Like,
The sauce is just doing this to you.
I know
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, and I guess some of them, the creamy ones, are more of an oil base too. That's how they get that like creamy. Like some of the green creamy ones, that's more of an oil, like a palm oil type thing.
Yeah. What's the other thing? Pepper extract, right?
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah, we try not to fuck around with those too much. We
Yeah.
like the natural.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say because it's more of a synthesized.
Yeah, and
version?
it's usually used for sauces that are just basically like a gimmick, like
Yeah.
butthole fucker or something like that. Where
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
names like that. It's messed up.
yeah, it's like anus pillage or something, you know, like where it's like yes, it's gonna be
Satan's
hot,
ass.
but you're not gonna enjoy it. It's not gonna be something you're gonna want to
Yeah.
put on more than one stuff,
Yeah,
more than one
exactly.
thing, and so we like the craft ones that are going to actually accentuate the meal, whether they're hot or not. Like it's part of the experience instead
Yeah.
of just ones that are just gonna like make you regret your decisions.
That's what I got in the fridge right now. My buddy gifted me a bottle of Da Bomb, and I'm just like,
It's nasty.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It tastes nasty. It hurts.
Did
Yeah.
you try it yet?
Yeah, well, I did the Hot Ones challenge
Oh, cool.
back in 2020 when we were closed down. I had a bunch of buddies come through, and
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
we did that, and yeah, that one killed for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't fuck around.
We,
you know, it's what it is for a reason.
We were doing the Twitch thing during lockdown where we would cook every Tuesday, and then like if people tipped us certain amounts, we would do challenge things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we had to do a shot of half the bomb and half the last dab
Oh, okay, yeah.
each, a shot each, and it was the worst. Well, not
At the
anymore.
time, it
At the
was the
time, that
worst.
was the worst thing I've
Yeah.
ever experienced. But
it's gotten worse.
We've done worse. But
Whoa.
a shot of
We're-
the bomb and the final dab.
We're done
dude,
doing spicy
Those
challenges
challenges.
for a while. The last thing we did was the world's hottest gumball, and I had to talk Bentley out of going to the hospital.
I thought I was gonna like. It was so.
It's like, do not call an
Bad.
ambulance. You're gonna be okay.
I didn't think I was like the whole challenge was just to blow one bubble, and it's a
Oh, is it
gumball
true?
like yeah,
Oh, dude.
but it's like a pink gumball. It doesn't smell like spicy or anything. It smells like a normal pink gumball that's like in one of those cute little
Bazooka
wrappers.
Joe,
Yeah,
fucking-
we do the. Did you blow the bubble?
I blew the tiniest bubble.
I blew a good sized bubble.
I had to get it the fuck out of my mouth. Because you're eating like the hot chip and stuff. You're chewing it, you're swallowing it.
Yeah.
That's it. With this, to blow a bubble,
You have to rub it on everything.
You penetrate it and fuck it with your tongue, and then it's every inch of your tongue
Every
is covered.
crevice.
That's true. And then
Yeah.
your lips too, because you're blowing it out.
Yeah. Yes.
We had spit cups because like if we swallow our saliva, we're gonna get sick.
I
And so-
swallowed it on accident.
Yep, we both threw
And
up. He threw up all night.
So I couldn't even be on the stream anymore. My stomach, it just felt like my mouth was like, I can handle spicy in my mouth. It was my stomach.
Yeah,
it felt like someone stabbed me. Like, it was the worst pain I've ever felt. I laid on the couch and my entire body was sweating. Like, I swear my eyeballs were sweating.
He threw up on the couch, on himself.
Yeah, on my. I was in so much pain, I didn't even care that I was throwing up on myself. Dude. And I'm like very clean. Like, I'm a very, very, very clean person. And I was just throwing up on anything. It didn't matter. And then I was laying on the ground. I threw up on the ground. And then I finally, like, crawled upstairs and got in the shower. And then I get in bed and I throw up in my bed. Like, it was the worst thing. It was so painful.
1 star?
0. Negative.
Don't fucking do it. It's not funny. It's not a joke. I was at home in my shower, like, throwing up and moaning, and my roommate just thought I was in there, like, jacking it or something, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm dying."
Yeah, she was like, "Why are you moaning?" Like,
wait. So you do normally throw up when you jag off? Is that what it is?
I was just moaning from pain. I was literally, you couldn't do anything but go like this.
Yeah, my girlfriend, bless her, she was on the phone with me the whole time, and I'm just moaning on the phone.
You can't sit still, so you're rolling over.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm so
forth.
sorry," and I'm just moaning, and I was like, "You don't have to be on the phone with me," but she was like worried, and I was just like, and she's like, you need to go to the hospital. I was like, I can't, like, I'm fine now, but like, and then she ordered me a pizza. We like looked up what to eat to like have the pain go away, and it said like Alfredo sauce, any dairy, and then like pineapple or something. So she ordered me a pizza to get delivered. And, like, I felt so bad. I'm sure the guy thought I had COVID or something because he stood at the door. She, like, paid ahead and tipped ahead, so I thought he would just leave the pizza, but he was standing there. And I'm like, oh, my God. So I go to the door looking like I'm dying, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm signing the receipt, and I take 1 bite of pizza and just throw that up, too.
Damn.
Like, it was the worst.
When did you start feeling better? Like, 10 hours later?
Like, I think 20 hours later. Like, the next evening. Like, the next day just felt like a hangover. Like, that night, I'm, like, canceling all my plans for the next day. Like, it was the worst thing that's ever happened. Like,
oh, shit.
Yeah, the next day was still terrible. Anytime you moved, your stomach just, like, hurt more. But then if you didn't move enough, like, it was, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it was just so painful.
Yeah, I thought the hot chip, the Pocky one chip
that
challenge,
was pretty bad.
I thought that was fucking rough, and I threw up from that. But, like, I would eat 10 of those. I would eat 10 of those happily before I did a gumball.
Oh, yeah, same.
Really?
Yeah.
Because so that gumball was just a fucking extract at that point, right?
Yeah, it had to be, because there was no smell. There was no smell to it, so it had to have been all extract,
Just layered and layered. Wow, man.
And then 2 days after the gumball, I got my wisdom teeth out, and I tweeted at the gumball people, and I was like, I'd rather get my wisdom teeth out like 20 times than eat your gumball. And then they tweeted back, and they were like, this sickly makes us really happy.
Yeah, this is the best review we've ever gotten.
Yeah, but it didn't. I would rather get all my teeth ripped out. Like, it didn't compare at all.
That is a good review, man.
Yeah.
They're doing something right, I guess.
So you did the chip challenge?
Yeah, at work.
Oh.
Yeah, because my buddy, he's the one that did the, there was like 10 of us that did the Hot Ones challenge, and he's like, yo, look what I got. And he brought 3 to work.
Yes.
And my friend Daphne, who's a trans woman, nothing.
Really?
Nothing wrong. I was like,
she
yo,
can handle
she's
it,
been on the podcast a couple times. Love her.
Yeah, we're friends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. And glitches,
oh, sweet, yeah. She didn't have a problem with that?
No problem. I was like, are you half bird? Because, you know, birds aren't really affected by peppers. Like the capsaicin. Took it. Nothing. No, I mean, she took a bite. She didn't take the whole chip. Just like
still, a bite is...
Yeah.
I made the mistake of having an empty stomach, so it hit, and so I ended up throwing up. But, like, yeah, it was awful.
I coated my stomach with bread, and I had a whole like cup like this size of ice cream, and I still was in pain. But nothing compares to the gumball.
I went an hour without drinking or eating anything after the chip, so I made it the whole hour.
He made the whole hour.
That's beast. No, I didn't. I was like 30 seconds after, and I was like, I gotta get something.
Same. I think I made it 55 seconds. I was like, fuck this.
I did do the Hot Ones challenge without anything, though. I did it completely dry. I took some water beforehand, and I was surprised. I looked back afterwards, and I was like, I don't think I had anything. I played back the video because we were streaming on YouTube. And then the other thing I was surprised about is that I usually get the hiccups Like even if I love tapatio. Tapatio is what I grew up on, so I throw that shit on everything. And if I throw too much on there, I'll get the hiccups.
Oh, weird.
So like the whole time I was like, when are these hiccups coming? When are these hiccups coming? Never came. I was
Wow.
like, I'm like, I don't know how that happened, but I was thankful because that would have been so annoying for
right.
anybody
The whole
listening.
stream.
Oh gosh, yeah. Usually, I mean, I don't know when I'll do another challenge again. That it's that extreme because every time we've done a challenge on Twitch, I have to leave the
They'll
stream.
have to be for money.
Yeah. Well,
Lots of money.
it was for money that one time, but not enough
Yes.
money.
Yeah, how many zeros are we talking
Oh
now?
my god, I wouldn't do the gumball for less than $1 million.
Wow.
Like he said, he'd do it for I don't know, like.
I'd do it for 100,000.
I don't know. It was like I feel like if you do it again, you might pass away or something. Like it was.
Well, I would
bad.
I would prepare my body a little better. I would do the Homer Simpson and drink candle wax.
I think it actually did like damage my body though, because like yesterday I had Thai food and it wasn't that spicy,
Yeah, it
but
had
my
to.
stomach
It had
like
to.
killed my stomach.
It might have just given you an ulcer immediately.
I think so, because like yesterday it was fine, like it wasn't even that spicy in my mouth, and then my stomach was like dying afterwards, and I was like, no.
But
like,
it definitely caused. I mean, I'll go hard sometimes because I have a ton of hot sauces. But like it has definitely affected the amount of like insanely spicy things that I eat.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm there too to an extent. Yeah, for sure. But I love it.
I love it. Yeah, I still put hot sauce on every meal.
Oh, same. I
Yeah.
can't do it without it.
That's true. I'm right there with you guys. Awesome, man. So
We play music too.
I know. I was literally thinking that. I was like, I had you guys on. We play music, and it's been all about hot sauce, which is great. This is what I love about this. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
know.
it is, man.
That's great.
That's all it is. So what shows do you have coming up that you want to kind of promote?
We don't have any.
We have a single. I don't know when this is coming out, but we have a single and a music video coming out on May 13th, this Friday. It's
wow.
called "It's Coming Back." So if this comes out after, it's out now. So
It's
check it
out
out.
now,
Anyways,
yeah.
It's the 13th.
yeah, Friday the 13th.
No rush. We're not trying to rush you to edit it.
I'll do it. We'll do it.
But if not,
it's out.
it might be out.
Yeah.
If it's after the 13th, it's out everywhere. The music video is on YouTube. It's a fantastic song, fantastic music
Yeah,
video.
just at Snailmate on Spotify and YouTube and all that stuff. But as far as shows, well, I'm going on tour with my other band, Moody Black. All summer we're opening for Pucifer, which
Oh,
I don't
shit.
like talking about because it's awkward. But
He's gonna be playing huge shows all summer.
Yeah, and then Snailmate's hitting the
And
road
I'm gonna
again.
be sitting at home weeping.
Snailmate's hitting the road
I'm
again.
gonna block you on
Don't you need a roadie?
I'm gonna block you on Instagram when you're on tour.
So you
know.
don't have FOMO?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't tell me anything about it. I don't want to talk to you.
Snailmate's hitting the road again on
Wait,
August
so
17th.
on those shows that you're doing, are you playing synth?
Right?
I'm leaving.
Oh.
Fuck this. I don't need this shit.
Yeah, but I come home. The Moody Black tour is through like July 10th, and with Pucifer, and then they go home, and then Moody Black and my solo project Titty Graveyard are touring from Seattle to Minneapolis, and then I come home for 3 weeks. We practice, and then we hit the road on August 17th, and we're doing the West Coast and the Midwest.
But so
for a month.
This is the longest we will have without a Snailmate show. Even during the pandemic, we did a ton of live streams
you
and
guys are
practice
doing
and shit.
tons of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, the practices are good because again, your guys' timing signatures. You have quick changes, and you got to be on point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it'll be weird, but we have a bunch of, the whole time I'm gone, we have a music video and a release once a month. We
you guys are hustling.
recorded
I love
music
it.
videos. Our next release is June 10th for our song Trash, Baby. Trash Baby. June 10th, that'll be coming out with the music video and the single. And then July, we have another one coming out. So we'll be busting out stuff the
Hell
whole
yeah.
time. You won't even know we're gone.
No, it's seriously.
We
It's
won't
like,
be gone. Yeah.
but it's like how can you sit down? I mean, obviously you have to have a direction once you get the song going. But it's like you guys are just literally like, let's just go. Like write this shit down.
Yes.
Let it come through us, and then we'll figure it out on the back end. Let's just fucking play.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it's about. Like I book a tour and I'm just like, hey, these are the dates we're going, and he go like I don't really ask him. I mean, we kind of like this is the video we're gonna go, but like I'm like, oh, we booked a show, be there. Like we have the very same mindset that like unless there was like an emergency, like we're not gonna miss it. So yeah, the only time we miss shows is like injuries or like he had COVID.
Injuries, huh? You've
Yeah.
been injured on stage before?
it's usually getting off the stage. In my advanced stage, I hurt myself the other night. Yeah, just moving.
Well, you have that big stand though, that keyboard stand, right?
Yeah, everything's heavy. Our subwoofer's
So
heavy.
heavy.
You know,
Oh, you guys do need to take your own sub because you guys are fucking
yeah,
hitting.
and we'll play some venues. Like, we love playing smaller DIY places, so we'll want to play places where
we just want to be able to play
we
anywhere.
want to play anywhere.
So-
So, like, if need be, we always have a subwoofer with us. So if the house system can't handle it, like, my keyboards will always have that bump. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's important.
Yeah.
It's important to feel music.
yeah, oh yeah, but yeah, it's heavy.
And that's why the live stream thing over the pandemic was rough, because, like, if it's your first experience with Snailmate, unless you're turning up your speakers at home so loud where you need earplugs,
Which some people did.
yeah,
They said they like
But
put our
you're
live
not-
stream through a system.
otherwise you're not getting the Snailmate experience live. Like, when you're watching Snailmate live, Bentley's fucking snare drum is so fucking loud that you feel it physically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know? And so, like, if your first experience with us was like on your fucking phone, like watching a live stream, like,
No.
it's not the same.
No, it's literally not. I had that thought on the way here because, again, like I said, like when I suggest you guys to like friends, I'm like, here's our music, but you got to see them live.
Right.
It's different. It
is.
It's any form of entertainment like that. Like, you can watch somebody breathing fire, you know, on YouTube, and he's like, wow, that's crazy. But when you're seeing it in person, stand-up comedy. Maybe watching a movie in a big packed theater where everybody shuts the fuck up and, you know, is loud at the right moments. You know, it's just, it hits different.
Yeah. My girlfriend was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are really good." She showed a bunch of her friends my music, but for like a month and a half, she had never seen us live. She'd only seen recordings, and she's like, "Yeah, they're great." And then she saw us live, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Like, it freaked her out. She's like, "You guys are so good. It's so good live," and that's what we want. And it's recording. We're having a blast recording this album, but it's so hard to translate.
Yeah.
To an hour.
It is.
It's just not the same.
Well, and I tell folks too, it's like, you know, I have a pretty big wide range of music that I like and I appreciate, but when you see it live, you appreciate it that much more. Or like if somebody told me, it's like, hey, if you check these guys out, this is what they do, I might be like, okay. But now that I was able to see it and feel it, you know, that's the big thing, the feeling it. It's I emphasize to everybody, I was like, you guys gotta check them out, man.
And that being said, I hate listening to live albums.
Yeah, really?
Like, if I'm on Spotify and I'm listening to a band I like and like a live track comes on, I skip it.
Says the guy who has a live album.
I know.
I love the live albums because I love noticing the weird nerdy stuff about how people do sing in different keys live or like change things.
Yeah.
The arrangement's different.
I love hearing the difference. So I personally like both.
It is
Yeah.
good, but you do have a good point. But that reminds me of this meme I saw of a Venn diagram where it was like music I like, and it's like music that's smooth, music that's jazz, and they overlap, and then it's smooth jazz down here by itself. And it's like, listen, I like it if it's that and it happens to overlap, but if you're specifically making that, I don't like it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and it's hard, you know, because so much, like, when you hear new music on the radio or on Spotify, you're hearing the studio album. You know, you hear it in the studio, and then so when you see a band live, you're like, oh, finally I get to see this live. And a lot of times, you know, it's like it's different and you appreciate that, or sometimes it just really doesn't live up to your expectations. But for most people who see like Snailmate, their first experience is live, because we're not a popular band on the radio. They happen to see us at a show when they're going to like see their homies maybe or something, and then so we have to live up to the live show with an album, whereas most popular music, I feel like, is trying to recreate the album with a live show.
Album, yeah. Yeah, no, the live show is completely different. It's supposed to be unique each time.
Right.
A track that comes to mind is Seek and Destroy by Metallica. I hate the recorded version, but I grew up listening to the Woodstock version, and that motherfucker hits.
Oh, sweet.
So
That's
there's
awesome.
a difference in that. But like, again, your live shows are different because you freaking walk out into the crowd.
Yeah,
like,
we both do.
And
yeah,
then I appreciate like again the hustle. Like you merch was completely laid out. Like you guys had. I was like, these guys even have a hot sauce. And when I first saw that, I was like, not to bring it back to hot sauce, guys. I'm sorry, but like I was like, what you had said. Right? I thought you guys just maybe had a bottle, slapped the label on it, and there you go. But no, like you guys got in depth in it. So you see that difference, you know, with you guys. And
well, thank you.
yeah, man.
We don't play with tracks. We don't play to a click. So some shows afterwards we're like, fuck,
That was too fast.
Fuck, we played that really fucking fast. And then some shows we're like, all right, we're gonna like chill this one out, and it's gonna be like we're gonna like purposely like try to make it like a smoother experience.
And then the crowd hits.
Yeah, and then so like every time, like it's scary because we don't have like that safety net, but that's what makes the live show fun.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And we've been really trying to work hard on this new album. We're working with Ari from Lava Lake Studios, and we've been working on it for almost 3 years. And we've been trying to get it to match at least better. It's never going to be the same as a live show, but we're working so much harder on this album to have it at least be like, here is a better representation than like some of our older stuff, but like we've also grown into ourselves a lot more, so we know.
Yeah, we had the tendency for years to, like, when we would go into the studio and play the song, we would, because of the laid back nature of the studio, we'd record it slow and then we'd hear it later and be like, this is half the speed of how we play it live. This is fucked up. So we can't show people this.
Yeah, and some of it's a little slower, but like that still makes a live show fun, but like everything's kind of more upbeat.
It's a conscious effort.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to make, and we're doing a music video for every song. We will have a music video for every song. Not every song is going to be a single, but there'll be a music video for every song on this album too, which is something we didn't do in the past because we were so busy touring, which is a positive of having lockdown and stuff. We found new things that we were lacking before. Like, we didn't really have any music videos or anything before lockdown.
I had time to animate an entire music video. That's
true.
Forever.
Yeah, so now we're working with other cool local artists that are really good at film and stuff like that, and just like supporting local people doing their thing, and it's been a really great experience to
That's huge,
have videos and stuff.
So will it be available like as a download as well, like all your videos with the album? Like, how would that work when you
I
release
was
it?
actually planning on I'm going to try and figure out how to make a
VHS release.
Yes, we're going to do a VHS release. We're going to attempt.
We still champion cassettes, and we sell a lot of cassettes, and we try to make our cassettes,
I did
unique.
notice that. That's right, you do have that.
Yeah, and
we're going to have vinyl for this album and stuff. We're going to have a vinyl for one of the singles as well. So we'll do a 6-inch or 7-inch or whatever it is, and then the full-length album.
Dude, you guys need to have that old TV with the VCR input and have that playing on your merch table.
Yes.
You guys need to do that.
That's the plan. Once we get a bigger van. Right now, our van can't handle any more stuff, but I would love to have that. But my plan is to do like 100 copies of VHS with all of our music videos, and then a live show. We got a really good live show recording at Red Gorilla Studios in Albuquerque.
Okay.
And like they just killed it with the video and audio and stuff. And it's phenomenal. So I want to do a VHS that has the whole live show and then all of our music videos. So
Nice.
it'll be super, super dope.
I just got reminded. I got to call the record guy after this.
Yes,
interview.
I was gonna remind you after this.
Yeah, no, I just put a reminder on my phone.
Yeah, do that now. and don't do that like, I'll remember to do that later.
Yeah.
No, fucking put that motherfucker in.
Right. I know.
I will forget.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's been fun. I actually fly out to Minneapolis next Saturday, the day after our release, for It's Coming Back.
For is it Moody Blacks?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, so I'll be flying up to Minneapolis to practice for 2 weeks before the tour, but in between that 2 weeks, I'm actually flying home for 2 days. I'm going to the studio for my solo stuff, and then we have a whole day where we're going to film a music video, so we have something to release in July.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we wouldn't have had anything to release, so I'm like literally flying home for a day to film a music video. So
Nice. Who does most of your videos?
this one coming out on Friday is Yellowbox Studios. Corey, he's super awesome.
He also did our Christmas music video, which was awesome.
It's very dark. If you like dark humor, it's a great one to check out on YouTube. But
This one has this one coming out is pretty dark too.
yeah, and then our other one that's coming out on Friday, that one was Corey. I'm getting confused because we recorded them in different order. But
gotcha.
Chase A. Warren has done the one that's coming out June 10th, and he'll be doing the one that's coming out in July too. And he is so talented.
Which is also kind of pretty dark.
It is. Yeah, it is dark.
You guys have a theme.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, Donuts in the Rain was pretty dark too.
Yeah, he killed it though. He had his VFX friend put our heads on spikes, and they're like bleeding while he's rapping. It's really cool.
Oh,
So,
damn.
Yeah,
that one comes out June 10th. Trash Baby.
Trash, comma.
Yes.
Trash, comma,
Baby.
And then it's coming back! Exclamation mark.
Yes.
So we got
It's coming
punctuation
back.
in 2 songs.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that's going to work for algorithms and stuff, but they're there.
It was his idea.
Yeah, dude. Hey, just go, man. It'll find its way.
Right. Exactly.
Oof,
Yeah, are we slaves to the algorithms? I mean,
Right.
They
Yes
change
and
all the
no.
time. It's nuts. You can't keep up.
And the
Who
way
knows
it's
what's
weighed, what they weigh, I guess, because
Yeah.
they're always having to take all the aggregated information from users and then be like, oh, we can maximize it here, and you've been planning for this route this whole time, and then now you're finding out that they pivoted.
Yeah, they're like, oh, put your hashtags here, put them here, do this. Don't
Don't
edit your
tag
photo.
anyone. Better not tag anyone.
Yeah, they're
otherwise
like, don't
we're-
edit your photo in the app. Like on Instagram, sometimes if you edit your photo in the app, they like knock it down.
Really?
Yeah, they do weird, but it's only sometimes.
What?
Yeah, it's weird.
I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, depend like
But
some.
you're supposed to, right?
Well, but they change it. So sometimes they're like, you should have it edited already.
So-
like they have weird things they change.
So every time you need to edit it, should you just repost it? I guess just delete it, copy everything that you had, and repost it. I guess.
Apply the
It-
filters
it-
and the fucking.
Yeah,
tilt
it
shift.
depends. I've just started editing stuff out of it, or like a lot of the photos we've posted recently, the photographer edited already, and they don't want us to touch it, which has helped because then we don't have to do it in there. But yeah, if you're using the app, I would either use a different app to edit it, or just kind of edit, and then what I've done in the past is edit it, screenshot it, and then delete all that, and then repost it. But so you never actually posted it. Because I feel like sometimes they can tell if you've posted the picture before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what the fucking thinking is behind that.
I don't think they even know, to be
the
honest.
AI, man.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's fighting those algorithms.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main focus they have is they just want your money and they want you to pay.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
So if they change it all the time and you can't figure out what it is, then you're gonna pay.
So you need to have like your contact with Instagram, with which each freaking app, like Snapchat, you need to have a corresponding salesperson there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like all that.
Yeah. So frustrating.
And this is why it's hard because we're just two people.
Yeah.
And we screen print. He makes all the art, or it's either him or James Hunt. No Xeed, NXOEED on Instagram. So it's those two making the art, and then I screen print everything.
Well, I mean, he drew us a few snails, but like I'm doing all the layouts. I'm making all the. So like he's drawn his things at the time, but like he doesn't like do stuff for us.
Yeah, but he's still drawing the stuff. He made us our own font that Kaylin put into the program, so you can download our font for free.
Is that the one on the Snailmate shirt that I have? Which one is that one? The one with like the eye here?
That is, I think that's just a
probably
normal font.
a different
Yeah,
font.
I'll send it to you, but you can download our font for free, which is cool.
Dope. Yeah, I'll fucking take that shit.
And you just type with it.
But yeah, so I'm doing all the art and layouts and writing and stuff like that, and then Bentley's screen printing, and then we're also trying to promote on Instagram and do all these things and like
so much.
And document. Like we're in the studio tomorrow, and it's like we really want to document the whole thing, but like I don't want to be like this the whole fucking time, and I don't and so like it's really it's hard with two people, and then he books all the tours, and so
then we physically mail out like tour flyers to every venue and stuff.
And sometimes it's like, man, I really wish we had some fucking help.
Yeah. But it's been like especially the tour flyer thing that takes a lot, because we handwrite like I never read people's tour flyers when they send out one that has all the dates. Like I'm just not going to find the date on there, so I write out the date for the specific town on each one, and then we find like random record stores in every town to mail them out to as well. And this last tour, we did it as a test to see if it worked, and then people were literally at the show that were like, "We love you. We didn't even see you on Instagram or anything that you were coming. We saw a flyer like at a record store."
The old school.
Yeah,
old school.
So like it's
God
worth
damn,
doing, but it's such an extra step. Like it's not even hard work. It's just tedious.
So
So it's like there's so much work that just takes up hours of the day, and with two of us, it's like hard. But luckily, my mom will help with stuff. I'll be like,
Hell
"Mom,
yeah,
can you help me like fill out stuff and do whatever?" So
Will you fold these shirts?
yeah, or like when my girlfriend's in town, she'll help with whatever kind of stuff we need. Like she helped me pick outfits for our last photo shoot and stuff like that.
Nice.
So
Yeah, you said going back home. Where's home?
home. Did I say that?
I thought you said you're going to go home for a bit, and then I think it was after Minneapolis.
Oh, here. Well, I'm. It's funny you say that. I'm actually from St. Paul originally.
Gotcha.
But so we'll be on that tour. We're touring back to Minneapolis. I'm doing my solo stuff, and then I'm gonna hit Texas for a week to see my girlfriend and celebrate my birthday, and then I'll be back here. I live in North Phoenix. He lives in South Phoenix. And then we'll just be practicing for like 3 weeks till we get ready for tour. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
I mean, are you from Arizona? Then?
Oh yeah, born and
Yeah,
raised.
same here, man. Is it weird? Have you been to the Grand Canyon?
When I was like 10.
Oh, so I've never been.
I've been meaning to go,
That's
but
so
I
wild.
want to go again. I know it's weird. People like it's not close. It's not convenient
It's not.
to go.
It's like 6 or 7 hours or
yeah.
something.
So yeah, people assume that you're living in Arizona. Like I drive past the Grand Canyon on my way to work every day. Like no, like I haven't
I
been
think
in a
it's
while.
only 4 hours.
Well,
only about-
what's Flagstaff is what?
Two? Yeah.
Oh, it might be 4 hours.
Yeah,
shit.
because or 3.5. Because me and my girlfriend, we were actually going to go to Antelope Canyon, and we had reservations, which you have to make months in advance. And I forgot that they have a time change on the reservation, so we totally missed. We drove. That's 4 hours, Antelope Canyon, but that's up by Page.
Wait, so you drove up there and couldn't get it?
Yeah,
gain access?
Yeah, because it was an hour later, and we totally missed it. And so then we drove. I think 2
Did
hours.
Did you say we're sorry? Can we still come in?
It was like very strict rules, but it was also the last one of the day, so we missed it. But
got you.
So we ended up driving 2 hours to the Grand Canyon from there, and then I think it was an hour and a half to Flagstaff. We ate dinner, and then 2 hours home. So I think it's only 3.5, 4 hours to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, Flagstaff ain't too bad of a drive. I just made that one for like the first time in forever, like on my own. Wasn't that bad?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
No, so it's almost like going to Tucson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice.
it's
nice.
super nice up there, man.
Yeah, it's great. We love the Monty V. Love playing there.
Yeah, we love
It's a good
Flagstaff.
spot.
Nice.
Yeah.
We just played Flagstaff Brewery. Little
Sweet.
spot there. I think we're supposed to be up there soon to play the outside stage. Great layout on the outside. Like, just looks super retro.
Awesome.
That's gonna be fun, man. I need to get back up there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It will be.
I know. I want to go there. I mean, I love going there when we're playing, but I want to go there and like hang out.
Yeah, just the hang. Yeah, because it's literally that was my first experience in Vegas. My cousin was dating a UFC fighter in the reality show, and so like when I got back, they're like, "How was Vegas?" I was like, "I couldn't tell you, dude. We showed up, went to the weigh-ins, went to dinner, went home, got breakfast the next morning with him and his family, and then the fights start at like 2, and so
Yeah.
we were there all night, and then you get wrecked because you're there pretty much all day. You're drinking, but then you're invested on the guy inside the cage. You know, it's one thing
That
to be
sounds
like,
like
I'm a fan.
it's an emotional journey.
Cute, bro. I was wiped. I didn't even stick around for the main event. I literally stepped out in the hallway. I was just like, because he ended up winning too. Like, won the decision. I was just like, oh my god. And we grabbed Panda Express, went home, and then left the next day. I was like,
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, you're not getting the Vegas experience. And yeah, it's the same thing when we're on.
When we're on tour, yeah.
This last time we were in fucking Vegas. We were supposed to play this one venue. We bring everything in, set up the PA for them. The first band starts playing.
Set up merch, set up our drums, everything. Sorry.
Everything. The first band starts playing, and the fucking bartender's got a fucking bug up his ass. And he's like, "Oh, this is too loud. We don't want to do this tonight." And it's like, well, that first of all, that's not your call as a bartender at a music venue. I don't get to fucking say how loud the fucking show is.
Yeah.
But he's like, "Oh, this isn't the vibe tonight." Like. But it's like, well, we just brought there's 30 people standing outside in your parking lot right now trying to figure out what's going on because you're not going to let us play. So you're missing out on a lot of business. So we ended up packing all our shit, finding another bar down the road at the very last minute, going there, setting up a PA there, playing in this tiny smoke-filled room, and it being this amazing experience.
It was so great. Shout out to our friend Aaron from Chocolate Jesus. He hooked it up with that show.
But
Yeah.
like, so that's all we did when we were in Vegas. We barely didn't even have time to eat, you know, and then we had to leave and be home the next day because this was the last show of our tour. It's like, we don't want to not be home for another day. So like we drove halfway home.
And then we had a show in town, so it didn't even...
Right.
Yeah, but it's
So,
always
like,
go.
You don't get to have fun in Vegas. People are like, oh, Vegas, baby. It's like,
Yeah, same when we were in Austin. We did 6 shows in 3 days, and then I had a solo show, so I had 7 shows in 3 days in Austin during South by Southwest, and people were like, how was Austin? And it's like, we literally saw the venue.
I'm working.
It was go to the venue, set up merch, set up play, pack, run to the next venue.
Yeah, we spent as much time in the car
one
in
day,
Austin than we did like standing up.
One day we had 2 shows. The other day we threw our own all-day festival, so we were at our own festival all day. And then the third day we had 3 shows all over town. So it was just like bam, bam, bam. And it's like, yeah, we wouldn't have it any other way. But like, yeah, you don't get to see anything.
Oh, because people would think, oh, what if I was in Austin and you guys were playing? Like, I'd be sitting there enjoying the city, and it's like, no, we're working. This is a job. People forget it's a job, you know?
Exactly.
And it's a passion. It's something that you're wanting to do, willing to do, but it's still.
Yeah, we're on tour, but we're not tourists.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice,
sure.
though, because then you can kind of pick what towns you do want to go be touristy with. And me and my girlfriend are long distance, so, like, we went to Austin for her birthday and, like, got to do, like, touristy stuff and have fun and... like see Austin. It was the first time I've like seen Austin, and I've played there 20 some times, you know, so it was really cool to actually like see stuff.
Yeah. And this last tour we had some shit kind of not fall through, but like scheduling like only worked out one way. So we had a single day off in Oklahoma City, and that was a lot of fun. We went like shopping and like explored a bunch of local artists.
We
and
had a
stuff
show
like
that night in Tulsa.
No, we had a whole night off.
That was the day after Tulsa. We had the whole day off because we drove to Austin.
Oh, to drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. We
drove all day on our day off.
Yeah,
it was 8 hours.
But we had to be at the venue really late, so that's why we got to go shopping.
Yeah, no, it was great. They were like loading is 10, and we were like, sweet, so we have all day to like look at stuff.
There's so many places they're like, well, you need to be there at 4 to sound check. It's like, well, I have a 6-hour drive to get there, so...
And we don't want a
Yeah.
sound check.
Yeah.
We just want to kick in the face.
We'll do the sound check thing we have to, but like it just never sounds the same anyways. So
Yeah.
we would just
Right.
opt out and do a line check because
Just
we're
in
pretty
the
low
go.
maintenance.
Yeah.
No matter what it sounds like, we're not gonna ask for more or less in the monitor unless it's like detrimental.
Yeah, and especially you guys have your own system, so you're used to, you know what it entails already.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
just 3 inputs. 2
It's-
vocals and keyboards.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So-
What was the most difficult song to bring to production for you guys? Like it was never quite ready, and then you were just like, maybe eventually you either finally nailed it, or you were just like, fuck it. let's
There's
just
been a
end it.
few songs that we've attempted to play live like a few times, and we're like, this isn't a live song. And I feel like there might be like
Yeah.
one on this next album where we're gonna do it, but then after a couple shows, we're like, the stress is too much.
Which
the
one?
response isn't what we wanted. Like we have this amazing song on Love in the Microwave called Vacuum.
Uh-huh.
And
It's
it-
I was listening to it on the way
Dude,
here.
that fucking
I
song
love that
rocks.
song.
The recording's great, and it was always it was stressful to play just based on like the 2 different keyboard parts that I'm doing. The more backup vocals and singing than we're used to.
Not
And then
anymore, but
and then it never got
Right.
and then it never got the crowd response that we were hoping for out of it. How it like made us feel the recording. So we're like, this isn't worth us like
Yeah.
playing live. It was because it was just hard.
It's weird that one day I do want to make a music video and stuff for that song because I love that song, but like it just some reason it just doesn't work. It doesn't sound like the pop hit it does on the album.
on the album.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I think that song is just so poppy on the album, and live it just doesn't do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like on this new album, there's a couple that are, I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
It's-
I mean, the way that the industry goes and the way that like you want to like make things sound in the studio, it really is. It leads you to like have a lot of overdubs, add extra instrumentation, and then that puts the pressure on us. Like we were talking earlier, the live version of that, you want to reproduce it, to an extent. So, but then that would mean that we have backing tracks and like a whole thing, and we don't want that. So like, there's just going to have to be a stark difference between some songs that are in the studio and some songs live because we are like But
We
there's,
really don't
there's
wanna
a
have
lot of
tracks or
pressure to
anything.
want to have tracks because you see these bands and it's like, oh my god, they sound like there's 10 dudes up there and there's only 4 and that sounds awesome when it does, but a lot of times you see but it feels fake.
Yeah.
And so we want the songs to sound epic, but
Yeah. It still needs to have that authenticity
Yeah.
when you're performing it, for sure.
so there's always that pressure, but I really don't think we're ever gonna cave to it.
What do you think in
Yeah.
like 15 years there'll be a Snailmate acoustic live?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we want to do a bunch of different weird stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'd be fun. I guess one song we have changed a bunch. Our song "The Waiter," that started out as a really, really, really painfully slow song, and then it went to the version you have on that album. That's painfully slow, but there's a version slower than that, if you can imagine
Really?
that, which we took off the internet because it was so slow. But
We wrote it to be like,
If you're on our Patreon, you can get it.
to
though.
kind of be like a
Ooh.
smooth jazz elevator
Oh.
song, and it's like, oh, this was
Yeah.
cool, when we started it, but now, like, it's horrible to play live.
It's
just
so slow and not it's just clean keyboards and whatever. So we wrote another version of it that we play live now. You probably played at the show we met you at.
That was at the community. That was down the way from Yucca, the collective. What is
Oh,
it?
Unity.
Yeah,
we
I think it was
probably.
that.
I think
no. But when we played with Metropolis Man, that was way before.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Now the Waiter is a total metal screamo version with a big breakdown and like you could mosh
shit.
to it. Like there's a whole breakdown at the end and it's like a totally moshable song.
So at this point, you have 4 versions of it?
I think so. Yeah. And so that one we just have some evolve like because people want us to play it, but then we get bored and we don't want to not play it, but we want to enjoy it too because
You're playing it day in and day out.
Yeah, so we like have different things, but it was funny. We played at Rhythm Room the other night. We opened for Green Jello, and one of our biggest fans / bestie friends, Brad. He was like, I still like the old version of The Waiter. And I'm like, we'll play it for you sometime, Brad.
Yeah.
A purist
He's so
fan.
funny. Yeah,
I know,
it's so
right?
funny.
Yeah, my girlfam's like, that's my favorite song. It's like, of course, yeah, it's because it was like but it felt like the least authentic Snailmate song because we weren't screaming, we weren't going like we like to go fast and have like high energy, and it was like the one song.
We'll bring it back someday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing to have.
Kind of switch it up a little
dynamic.
bit.
Yeah, there is, because I never pictured being in like a straight up like blues and soul band, kind of like Metropolis is now, where it's like really soft. Like, because I would say like, yeah, let's be upbeat, let's get the dance floor going, whatnot. But there's some songs where it's just like really like laid out blues, where it's just like dum dum. But it allows us to then, or allows you guys to then really crank it up, and those big breakdowns are that much heavier.
It gives the set, like room to breathe, and it, gives the audience a chance to.
But every now and then, man, every now and then, it's just good to just go up there and fucking melt faces and for an hour straight.
We try to only play 25 to 30 minutes in our set, and so we want the audience to be.
See, that's good. Yeah,
we want to give them like anxiety for half an hour and then be done. And so like it really.
And they're just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, exactly. And then they're like, oh shit, it's over already, and we want to leave them wanting more. So I agree with the letting the thing breathe, but like.
Well, we'll have it come back. We had a funeral, like an official funeral for the waiter, the old version, but we'll
Get
have
out of here.
Yeah, like there was a whole ceremony and everything.
That's awesome.
And like our friend in California drew artwork for it, and like it was a whole big deal. But we'll probably do like the waiter has risen.
Yeah, Resurrection Lazarus Project or something.
Exactly. Yeah, and then we'll have a show where we just play every version of the waiter.
What's the? Is there a song that's like emotionally taxing as far as like lyrics wise, or something that really was like deep?
The more I think about it, I was like going through some lyrics the other day, and Donuts in the Rain is definitely an emotional song to play, despite its goofy name. Mm-hmm. And then we have a song coming out later this year called My Weird Gross Body, and that's a song about, like kind of self-loathing and like, it's a song about depression, basically. It's like, I wake up, I see myself, I get sad, I go to bed. And that song.
Yeah, I remember that one, yes.
And
it's got a fun spin on it.
Exactly. And so lyrically, some of these songs are really dark, but we want to make them fun. Like, they try to be funny. We try to make them fun.
Tears for Fears did that with, ain't that the whole thing with, what's that? Dun, 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 Mad World, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's real upbeat. The original is really upbeat.
Yeah.
Gary Jules redid it. But that's when you said that, because I was like, oh, wow, this is like a fun song about like, oh, I'm kind of like, ugh.
Right.
But now when you're saying that, I guess it's a heavy song to perform. I'm like, oh shoot, yeah.
But so yeah, as long as we can be playing it quickly and like make and have fun doing it, and like I can make goofy faces while singing the lyrics, like I don't, and that's intentional, because I've seen some artists and I feel that way. It's like I can't imagine playing this every night because
just
it's
being so sad,
and so personal. So I don't get that too much, because we try to make it very succinct and brief, but also be like, we try to make it fun and loud, and I can't help but like dance while doing it.
Yeah, and it's so fun, that song we start, and I'm getting everyone, and I'm like, I wake up, I see myself, I get sad, and everyone's like, yeah.
I remember chanting it.
Yeah, everybody's going, and they're like, yeah, me too. Like, can just laugh about it.
It's hilarious. I told that to somebody when I was telling them about you guys. I was like, dude, they had a song where it was something about like, I wake up, I see myself, I go back to bed. Like, I'm just like, I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah. So we try to make it fun.
Yeah, I love doing that song and watching everyone like smile, singing along, and I'm like, right now they're not sad,
Yeah, because I think people have an idea that if you're doing silly, fun music or just things like that you're not a deep introspective person. And I'm like, I'd say it's kind of the opposite. If you're always just like singing sad songs and they feel sad songs. Yeah, it's just like I'm really into like tragic country, like Lost Dog Street Band, Benjamin Todd, Matt Heckler. I think they're some of the best lyricists right now about being just tragic, like country songs.
Yeah.
Like, not sad. I don't want like sappy sad. I want like some deep shit. But it's like, yeah, if you go into every town playing that and it's just so drowning.
Yeah.
I mean, I still love it, but as a performer, I think, eventually.
You want to hear our Lost Dog Street Band history?
No.
That's so cool.
I mean, I don't know it. I do want to hear it.
The first time I met Ben, we were playing at Bar, which is the grossest little dive bar in Denver. We were playing there, and this guy this kind of punk rock dive bar.
Sorry, we're playing there on August 16th.
Yes. Get that in there.
Yeah.
August 16th. I thought
Or September 16th. September 16th.
this
Cool.
this dude dressed up to the nines in a fucking cowboy hat and vest and everything comes up to me and he starts talking to me. He's like, oh, we're from wherever and we're on tour right now, and so him and I talked and hit it off. And
this is like 2016.
This was like 2016, and we had a really good talk and stuff. And then so I want to say a year later, or 2017 probably, we were playing a show in Spokane, Washington at the Checkerboard Bar. On the bill with us was the Lost Dog Street Band. So we played the show to like nobody together in Spokane. And then they started really blowing up. And then so 2 years ago, so the last tour we did in 2019, we were in Bozeman.
We saw him randomly walking down the street.
In Bozeman, Montana. We were in Bozeman the same night, and he walks past me walking his dog, and I saw him like, dude, and so we
randomly run into him. There was another time. I thought there was one more time somewhere.
There might have been.
Well,
but
he was a legit tramp, right? I mean, like just jumping from train to train and shit.
Yeah, and so we've always run into him on tour and like in the most random places, and so we always had a connection with them. It's really funny. So I'm so happy to see them like doing really well now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
He's killing it.
I love that. I mean, it's I'm recently divorced, so like his shit fucking hits me hard. Like I went through a separation in 2019. And I think I got really big into them in about 2017. I feel like that's Gems on VHS. I followed that channel, saw them.
Awesome.
And it's just, I've been to both the shows that they've had here, so I'm a big fan. Like, literally tell everybody about them.
Dope.
So that's cool that you guys have that.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
so weird.
That's how we met the Ben Roths, because they were there to see Lost Dog Street Band.
Yeah, I have a keychain because they came to see Lost Dog Street Band. They fell in love with us too, and now every time we play in Spokane, they come out, and he made us these leather keychains that say Snailmate, which I'm not super into the leather thing, but it's a really cool keychain, and
it's a gift,
and it's been on my keychain or on my key ring for 5 or 6 years, and it looks like he just made it yesterday.
That's crazy. That it's like you wouldn't think. You think if somebody likes a style of music, then that's all it is. Like who's gonna listen to Lost Dog Street Band and then turn around and listen to Snailmate?
That's exactly what we thought when we played that show. We were terrified.
But to me, it's the authenticity that comes across from the acts. Like like I said, I appreciate multiple forms of music and artwork in general. It's the authenticity factor that sets it apart.
That's one of the biggest, most reoccurring comments or compliments that people give to us is, I normally don't like this type of music, but you guys are amazing, or I love you, or your show, this and that. And so we get that all the time. I normally don't like music like you. I normally don't like to be screamed at, but like, I love you guys. And so that's it's a really cool compliment to get.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's like, because that's the thing. I like to throw people off, because we all have like our certain prejudices, or like you're meant to, as a survival tactic, to see somebody and have kind of like a prejudgment. Oh, how should I conduct myself in front of them? So I like to like throw people off and be like, I'm like one of the most accepting, like open people. Like, let's just talk and have this conversation like we're doing now.
He's got a mohawk. Don't make eye contact. He's gonna beat me up.
This thing, dude. Yeah, it literally. Yeah, people like behave differently around me. I'm just like, dude. I've never been in a fight. Like,
right.
Right.
Like,
I know.
I'm not.
Bentley's got face tattoos.
Yeah,
I
know.
Couldn't be more of a puppy dog.
I know. Seriously.
Yeah, and I like that, and that's our ethos too. Is like, we get on stage wearing like a bow tie and stuff, and like synthesizer,
your fan hat,
right? And people see us and they think we're gonna play like some like indie shit, and then we start screaming at them and rapping and stuff, and so they don't see it coming. And I really like playing with people's expectations.
Yeah, same. In a crowd, I always air drum to the bands that played before us, but wrong.
So people think that we're just gonna go up there and like just be bad.
I'll
they think
just
we're
totally
gonna be bad.
just air drum completely wrong. I just think it's so funny. Like,
We've
I'm just having fun. Like,
yeah, we've literally people say us just based on how we like looked and act before the show. They're like, "We thought you guys were gonna suck."
Yeah, people say that all the time.
Has anybody come up and be like, "And I was right"?
And I was right.
We've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
We've been pretty lucky.
We pissed off a few people.
I'm
Yeah.
sure, yeah. I mean, you don't go around doing exactly what you love to do and not piss a few people off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
It's
try
reaffirming
to we
when
try
certain
to
people get mad.
we try to stay away from biker bars. And if we do that, then we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if one group of people is more obsessed with their image, it's bikers, bro.
Right. It's such a weird.
And they do not want to be rocking
Don't
out
get
to
me
us up
started
there.
about the way I feel about bikers.
It's literally just the image that they have in their head of like, I own a bike. I'm a biker.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know.
it's
We're in a
awesome,
club. We're all gonna wear matching vests.
I
It's
know.
like, ugh,
Yeah.
Get outta here.
Yeah. Don't-
It's what it is. And there's some authentic bikers out there. I'm sure you're on there, but you're having to fit a bill, right? That's what it
Yeah,
is.
it's funny because like certain we played, and it's weird to even say that because I don't like put anything in a box because we have played biker bars where it's been amazing.
Yeah.
But our two bad experiences were also at biker bars.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we're not
yeah.
gonna try new. Like we'll play at Chopper John's or something like here in town, but we're not gonna seek out new biker bars on tour anymore.
Gotcha.
right. The
Yeah.
bikers that I love and that they use it as a means to express their personality and their individuality, and that's what it should be. Like the a motorcycle by nature is you're by yourself on the road.
Complete independence.
It's complete independence. And so when you see people like beholden to this club and like going through like hazing rituals to be in this gang and stuff like that, it's just like I don't understand. Yeah, you're just
It's
losing
our-
all sense of self.
It's our tribalism. It's our desire to find a family, a group, and fit in. I think at the end of the day, everybody
survival
yearns for
instincts,
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody yearns for that. And some people, it's like those people that like they gain their freedom from prison and then are lost because in prison they were told what to do, when to do it. Like you lose your independence. There's a huge responsibility with your own independence. Like you're reliant on yourself to
Yeah.
make something happen. So if you fall in line with a certain group, then a lot of decisions are made for you, and there's some like passivity. And I don't know how you guys are in spirituality, but it's kind of the same thing with like being religious, not spiritual in a sense,
Yeah.
but religious. Like I follow a script.
Oh yeah.
It's made.
yeah,
it's,
some
there
people
it is.
they do
Totally
kind
agree.
of blossom under circumstances like that.
I don't. I need to just do like I'm like this is my schedule. People are like, can you hang out and stuff? I'm like, I'm so busy just doing my thing.
I'm gonna
like,
remember that next time you try to. You're like,
Yeah.
you need to do this, Ken. I'm like, I need to just express myself. Then.
I need to express myself. Let
Yeah.
me check
Yeah.
my schedule.
Yes, but yeah, I like just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's something primal to that instrument, drums. You're hitting something.
Yeah.
I just can't. I would imagine it's just a great release of aggression.
It has to
What,
be.
drumming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't know, huh? You're good. You can do it.
I can't drum.
You
It's
can,
hard.
But you can still hit it and release some aggression, I
Yeah.
guess.
Right.
But then you might just be upset with you because you're like, I can't create something. with
Right, and
it.
that's the thing is like I can't let go enough to like just whack the thing. It's like I want to be good at this immediately,
Oh
and
my
I'm not.
God, that gets me with people. They don't want to do anything because the influencer effect. It's like if you're not making money or if you're not really good at something, people are like, well, why am I going to waste my time? And it's like, what happened to the days of just doing it because you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Even if you're bad, hey, I have fun doing this.
Exactly.
Right. And and practice is a huge thing. We practice all the time, and I'm still don't consider myself to be good at the keyboards.
I don't consider myself to be good either.
Yeah,
Just-
and but
I
like
need to practice more.
nobody is gonna learn how to play something immediately, and it's it's hard, especially the older you get. Your brain retains information differently.
Does.
Or I think most people are suffering from undiagnosed ADHD. I started taking treatment for mine recently, and but it's hard to like commit yourself to like learn something, and people they see something, they go, that looks easy. It's not, and then they get frustrated and burnt out, and then they never allow themselves to like to get to the point where they can feel passionate about this creating this thing because they just weren't good at it immediately.
Yeah, but they see the ending outcome. They see the people that put in the hundreds of hours into something and they make it look easy. And you're like, oh, there you go. Like I recently had that with golf. Like I had never played golf, and then my buddy he was a fundraiser, and I was like, well, I guess I'll
It doesn't
play.
look that hard.
No, and it's so counterintuitive. Like you want to go up there and hit the fuck out of the ball, swing the hardest you can, and you're not supposed to do that at all. And it's a puzzle. Like I fell in love. Like I went from playing nothing in 33 years to like
You're
last
obsessed.
year I played like at least 30 times. And it's an expensive game too. But during the
Yeah.
summer here it gets real cheap because nobody wants to be out there.
Yeah.
But it was It was fun because every time you go up to the ball, it's a new problem. So if you like puzzles, and for one, it's a physical one, so your mind, you would say this is what needs to be done, but now you have to rely on your body to execute
way
it.
easier said than done.
Yeah, so every time you walk up to the ball, you're analyzing, I want to say like at least a dozen different scenarios. Where is it in relation to my feet? Where is it on the grass? Where do I need to hit it to? The wind, like everything. So it's like when you're done with that, you're like, I just walked and swung this little club, but I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
And
a physical game, but it's also a mental game.
It's
you know,
the chess masters.
Yeah.
You know how many calories a grandmaster will lose or burn in like a tournament? Like I don't know how, I forget what it is, but it's like either a weekend tournament or like a couple days.
you see them, they're just sitting there.
They're sitting there and they'll burn like 6,000 calories because you're constantly. It's like
That's so
it's like people that are
wild.
always like anxious and like anxiety. It's like you're redlining your brain and it's taking energy to do so. So that's what I liked about that game, and I like that I suck because for one,
Room
everybody
for
sucks.
improvement, yeah.
Well, it's a game of who's gonna miss the best. Everybody's gonna miss,
Right, yeah.
But you're gonna miss better than the next guy. And so it's been awesome to like just like every time like I feel like I've made a small improvement in my physical game. Like for me, I'm just like, yes, dude, it finally came through, you know.
Yeah.
So it's been a fun one, man.
I'm a horrible golfer, but I love it. My little brother's a golfer. He works at a golf course. He just won his tournament on Saturday. Yeah, he's
like a real golfer.
He's working to be a golf pro.
Scratch golfer.
He just passed the playing exam of the golf course, and he just has to do the written exam, and he'll be a PGA professional, so he can like give lessons and stuff like that. He's a really
Nice,
amazing
dude.
golfer, and and he's always been good at golf, but his challenge is is the mental side, like getting frustrated and getting like flustered and stuff, and like it's more than a lot of games. That sport is a balance between.
You have to be able to release that, like forgive yourself for the last bad hit, because if that weighs on you, then you're just pissed off for this next one, and then you'll fuck that one up, and then you'll be
It's a
even more.
snowball.
You literally just have to like, okay, that
Goldfish.
was then.
Yeah.
Let's start anew. It's a game of forgiveness, I guess. Forgiving yourself, which is the hardest thing to do.
Ooh,
One of
yeah.
the best videos I saw at therapy was the reprogramming of stress, and people who are stressed out constantly and view their stress as a negative thing have shorter lifespans and end up dying sooner because of stress-related illnesses.
Silent killer.
But people who, with equal amounts or more stress, who view stress as a positive, you view stress as it's your body's preparation and response to about to do something. So when you start getting anxious and stressed about like this show you're about to play or this thing you're about to do, it's, if you view it mentally as it's your body preparing to do this thing well, and like that's why you're anxious, is your body's like it's getting ready to do this thing. And if you start viewing it that way, you can have as much stress in your life, but you will live longer, your reaction to things will be better, and you'll because stress is this thing that is, if you can wield it correctly, is incredibly powerful tool to have on your side.
It's definitely an evolutionary tool. It's like you're supposed to stress out about certain things to a certain
survive,
extent to be able to act on it, right?
Mhm.
But it's when you feel hopeless, when you feel despair in a moment, and you're stressing out about that, then that's where the danger comes into play.
Absolutely.
For sure, man.
Yeah, but yeah, you can totally use it to your advantage.
So
No,
bang
you
some
really
drums,
can.
dude. So bang some drums and get rid of your stress.
Right?
Yeah, and yeah, who knows how I'm going to be after having a month and a half off from playing, because my release is rapping and screaming, and dancing around. So
Sorry.
you're gonna come back and I'm gonna be all old
You
and
might get-
frail.
You're gonna have a
might-
cane.
You might have to break them out of the institution to
I
play
know.
shows, man.
For real.
Maybe. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
Oh shoot, man! What time is it? I gotta pick up the kids soon. What else you guys want to touch on?
I think we hit on it.
Yeah. I think
Dude, this
that
was a
was
great
good.
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
wow.
This is not that I had expectations, but
We hit all the
You know.
benchmarks I want to
Hot
talk about.
sauce.
Golf.
As long as we talk about
Biker
hot sauce, I'm
bars,
good, right?
Golf, yeah, really. I think, what else is there?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can check us out at snailmate.com. That'll lead you to like all of our socials and stuff like
Our
that.
tour schedule, our merch.
And just want to also, a lot of people don't know, if a band does have a website, it's better to go to their website and then go to their social media, because then their website gets the hit and then their website goes up higher, and like we don't need to be giving Facebook and Instagram and stuff more hits.
That's true.
But if you want to find their Instagram, like go through their website to find it, because then like you get that hit from like having your own domain.
Yeah.
And then
Do
it
you
like
guys
helps
use
bump stuff.
flow codes? It's like a QR code.
That's
Is that what you use?
I
for
think
the-
that's what's on our bottle of hot sauce is a flow code.
A flow code, yeah, because I
'Cause you
think
can track the metrics,
yeah,
Mhm.
Yes, it's super cool.
which I need to do. I want to see how many people scan
Same.
the bottle.
Same here.
Yeah, but the bottle, due to it being curved, it doesn't scan as well as it fucking should, and it. So the next batch of hot sauce that we release will have a different label on it because.
Was it
the
a different label or different bottle?
The next one we do we haven't done it yet, but it'll have a different label for the same sauce and everything.
then we
the
have a sticker
It's not going to
QR
have a
code.
QR code.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
gotcha.
it's hard. It doesn't scan the way that it fucking should, and it's been one of the most frustrating.
Yeah, so we
things.
printed out QR code stickers because it's like 50-50 chance on the
Whether it's going to do
model.
it.
But yeah, so the artwork is the same but a little different and cooler without the QR code, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I thought it would be kind of cool to maybe have like a flask-looking hot sauce bottle where you could throw that
That's
on.
Oh, right, I know. That would
yeah.
be sweet.
But
Those
now-
cost a lot more.
That's going to be
Yeah.
the other
They
thing,
do
right?
look. They do like looks like high end.
I
You
know,
know
it
when you get one
does.
that's like a little glass flask.
It
Then
does.
you pull it out, you're like,
This
Like,
is some
damn,
artisan
that was
shit.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't charge an extra 75 cents. That's
I
like
know, right?
99.
Yeah, if we ask Zach, we're like, hey, can the next ones be in this flask bottle?
You're
He'd be
like,
like,
"Fuck
get the
you."
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested in that hot sauce now, you're waiting on the new batch to come in,
We
right?
have some.
We have some now. We can ship it out
Yes.
tomorrow if you
Yeah.
order it.
Yeah. You can ship
Right
it out
now.
anytime.
Yeah, I got
Yes.
some in my van.
Snailmate.com.
Yeah. I'll
we
definitely-
usually
I'll grab
always
one.
have it
We'll
available.
give you a bottle of hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely grab one.
Yeah.
We'll fucking do all. Maybe how spicy is it?
It's ranked on the bottle. It says it's a 4 out of 10. I would call it a 3.
Yeah,
I
it's,
think
it's manageable.
4
We did a
is generous.
family friendly one.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's first ingredients cold brew coffee. Its main spice is coming from guajillo. There's a teeny tiny bit of reaper on the very back end, but it just emphasizes it a little bit. It's not. I don't think it's hot at all. It's a great breakfast hot sauce. It's amazing on eggs and potatoes.
It's amazing on enchiladas.
on
Oh,
pizza.
Yeah, because my go-to for eggs would be the secret aardvark
that stuff's
habanero.
good.
Yeah, that's my
that
go-to.
shit's good.
Nice.
So this is almost like a with the guajillo and stuff. It's almost like a dark smoky, almost like a pastor.
God damn, I'm hungry, dude. I'm riding.
It's
I'm literally
amazing.
riding off of. I had 2 cups of coffee, some 2 vegan cookies, and this, and now I'm freaking hungry.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know, there's some tacos on the way home. I might have to stop and get.
Yeah, it's amazing
I'm
on breakfast
obsessed
food.
with al pastor tacos.
But yeah,
Oh my god, where's the spot? Where's the spot locally? Oh wait, do we not want to say that on camera?
Don't blow it up.
Los Taquitos is great.
Yes.
Taco Suicho on Oak Street in the 17 is amazing for al pastor.
Wait, I think I have had that.
Ellen
no,
Trunk.
51. I was on the 51.
Okay. Oh, the 51 in Oak Street. A Taco Suicho. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Their
it's
logo.
really bright inside, right? It's white flooring, white walls.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I've been there before. Yeah,
Their logo
that's good.
is like the al pastor, like on the spit, the way that it roasts. Tacos or El Entranque has amazing al pastor. I'm trying to find the best al pastor in town. Like I'm always on
You're
the
on the hunt.
prowl. Even Torta Paquime has great al pastor.
Torta Paquime.
Mhm.
Have you been to? There's a place on Broadway in Almasco here, Taquitos Jalisco.
Okay.
Just had them. Me and my brother went after playing tennis, and we had 4 entrees, man.
Wow.
Spicy shrimp burrito, lengua tacos. You guys fans of lengua?
I
at
like
all?
the lengua.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh-huh.
eat meat.
And then, oh, that's right. I'm sorry, man.
No, you're it's totally fine.
I'm not talking about all this heavy food.
No, it's good.
Carne asada, quesadilla, and then the pastor. What did we have for that? But I feel like theirs was pretty good. Los Taquitos is classic
Oh,
for
it's
sure, man.
amazing.
Yeah, that
It's
place
so
is really
good.
good. For sure. So I mean, I guess so. You're vegan, right?
Just
Or
vegetarian.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's like your go-to vegetarian joint?
I love Los Taquitos, and I also
Their
like
veggie tacos are
yeah,
bomb.
their veggie tacos are really, really good. Holy shit!
I think they're the best
They're-
veggie tacos in town.
Really?
They're amazing. And then Tacos Chihuahuas across the street from Rhythm Room. I work there. They have
Yes.
really good Calvasitas tacos.
Yeah.
And then it's not on the menu, but they have tacos that's just full of peppers. You just have to ask.
Yeah.
But it's like jalapenos and bell peppers and stuff. There's a really good, and they make their tortillas there, which is bomb. So I would say those two
corn
spots.
and flour.
Yeah, they make all their own tortillas. It's amazing.
And
Yeah.
that's Chihuas?
Yeah, Tacos Chihuas, which is I love that spot, but they don't have chips. Which
What?
really,
How you not gonna have chips?
They don't have chips. The other day I was craving like chips and guac, and I wanted to get it with my tacos, and then they were like, "Oh, we don't have chips."
You
And I
want
was
like that range, right?
That
Yeah.
crunch.
That
Yeah, that
crunch.
texture.
Yeah, you need
right?
that crunch.
Texture. That's
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my god, you're right," because I didn't know it wasn't on the menu, but I asked, and they're like, "No, we don't have chips here," and I was like,
They got good at
What?
They got good elotes though.
"Oh, their elotes are bomb."
Oh my god, dude! I just went to the Cinco de Mayo event in downtown. Had the best elote I've ever had, man.
That's my favorite snack.
I forgot what the place, the food truck was called, but I took a picture of it. You know that. But yeah, elotes,
Awesome.
and those are sleepers, man. People forget about them.
And
I can
they're
eat-
so simple. You wouldn't think that like fucking mayonnaise and like corn, like Valentina and some cotija and corn, like it's very simple.
And the Valentina on there just pairs so perfectly. Holy shit!
you don't even
I have to
know.
say, I'd have it on that. See, I was never a fan, too big of a fan, because Tapatio was just weighed so heavily on me. But,
Totally, yeah.
But on that, with the mayo on there,
Oh, it just pairs so well.
And I mean,
It's
you can't
amazing.
go wrong with Valentina. You can get a giant fucking bottle of that for like $1.
Yeah, it's not just the bottle's like this big for 99 cents.
That's the best value.
Can they change their cap tip or the cap style?
Oh,
Because
I
don't you
know.
still have to like stab it?
No, I think you pop it open and it almost has like a pour.
It has a
groove.
little pull tab now.
Yeah,
Oh, it
and then it
does?
has
Yeah.
a groove that you pour.
Okay, because that was my big gripe with them. Is like you always had to like stab it out, whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now they have a little pull tab thing like the milk.
Oh yeah, we're just about wrapped up right now. Thank you. So I guess that's our exit.
There we go.
Right? He's got to be the boss, right? Is he the owner?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh yeah, he's
So-
coming in here. Cock
Sweet.
of the walk.
Thanks to Coffee Rush for letting us do
Yeah,
this here.
it was awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
It is. They're-
When you said like Coffee Rush, I had this one in mind because I was like, yeah, you're gonna be the tattoo.
Yeah.
And then you said Ray, and I was like, okay, well, we'll make that work. And then I was like, I normally do this one. Like, this one works way better.
Yeah, no, it's great. I didn't know there was an outside here because I get tattooed right down the street, but I thought that I didn't know there was an outside part here. So this ended up being perfect.
Yep.
But Coffee Rush, it's cheap too. He was like, this was like $250. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good joint,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah, super sweet.
All right, guys. Oh, there it
there's
is.
An alarm for my
Perfect.
tattoo.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Guys, thanks for literally coming on, man. This was awesome.
Yes,
Thanks for
totally.
having us.
Yeah,
You know-
snailmate.com.
Took my expectations and took them up here, man.
Oh,
That was
yay.
awesome. This was fun. Time
Yeah.
really just flew by.
It
I
did,
know.
man. All right, guys, go check them out. Everything they got: merch, shows, tours, albums, videos. They like to be kissed on stage. All right, see you later.
This one time.
We love you. Oh, what a great story that would have been. You know, that lady in Michigan.
What? Oh. what lady?
That lady in Michigan during our album release.
Understand the overwhelming urge to sentimentalize, but you should never ever try to get back. It's coming. Think of the inadequacy that I had. It's coming back. So tell the anxiety that I had.